In most stories that you write, your character is going to have an arc from the beginning to the end. They're going to be changed and transformed by the experience of the story and of solving the problem that is the reason for the existence of your story. So how do you create a character arc? Because I think a lot of people understand that there needs to be an arc, understand that there needs to be a transformation, but it's an abstraction to them. It just doesn't compute how it actually happens, how it unfolds. So I'm going to explain the two key elements of a character arc and how to use them in relationship to your protagonist. So the first thing you need to understand is that a story usually has two components, an interior component for the character and an exterior component for the character. The exterior part is the problem that they need to solve in the outside world. They need to get a promotion at work, they need to get married before they turn 30, they need to win a war, whatever that happens to be. And then they have an interior part, which is about their need to change themselves in order to make themselves fit to solve that problem, that they have an internal block as well as a series of external obstacles that they have to overcome. Now, the exterior part is manifested primarily in the first half of the second act, where you have the character undergoing a process of learning the technical skills to solve the problem, or assembling the team that's going to try to solve a problem. I think of the classic as the heist movie, right, where they get the safe cracker, and then they get the getaway driver, and they get the guy who's good on the radio and can track the police movements and so on. That's a classic skills development process in terms of the arc of the character on that end. The second part is about them figuring out that they really need to solve something in themselves in order to overcome the problem that they face. That's why they will have the skills and they'll still fail. And so the manifestation of their arc as a person internally is their failure. They keep failing, not so much because the antagonist is so good at what they do, though your antagonist should be very good at what they do. It's because they have not yet transformed themselves, and so it makes them easily beatable. Neo in the Matrix dies because he can't transform himself to come into an alignment with the fact that he needs to have confidence in himself. The character in Whiplash, a wonderful movie about a drummer that I just saw last night, is about him in the first half learning the skills of drumming, becoming a better drummer technically, and then gaining the confidence to challenge his teacher, who is the antagonist, and stand up for himself and set his own relationship to the art that he is struggling to become a master of, music.